Alaikum. Welcome to this video. My name is Liaqat Zaman and this is part 4 of learning how to read the Quran. Right, so previously we've gone over 4 letters and we've learned the sounds that they make with fatha, abata, tha, ibi, tithi with the kasra, and ubu, tuthu with dhamma. If you want to refresh your memories, go back to the clip, watch those again, inshallah, you can come back. Right, anyway, in this video we're going to be covering 3 more letters. Now, these 3 letters are as so. Okay, so this, now I'm going to do half of it in red deliberately. Okay, so, and the reason for that I'll explain in a little bit. So this letter is what we pronounce if there was a fatha on top, we say ja. So that's like that. Now, if you want to remember that, easiest way to remember it is that this letter with the dot in the middle looks a bit like a G. So, like a G, capital G. That's how to remember it. So, if it has a dot in the belly, it's ja. Right, next is exactly the same shape. However, this has no dot in the center. There is no dot at all. And this is pronounced as, with a fatha on top, it's pronounced as ha. Ha. Right, all the way down from the lungs. Ha. Bottom of the throat. Ha. And ha is because it's hollow. Hollow. So just like the belly is hollow, remember that. Ha. And third, exactly the same again. Now, the redness on top, I'm deliberately doing that because when letters are cut, what you'll find is that this top part remains. The bottom part will be cut off, but the top part will remain, and that's how to remember and identify it. Okay, this has a dot on the top, and this is pronounced as kha. Kha with a fatha on top. Kha. And the easiest way to remember this is kha, like you're clearing phlegm, and that phlegm has come out. So I know it's a bit an awful image, but kha, easiest way to remember, as though the phlegm has come out of the body and is outside the body. So you have ja, ha, and kha. Ja, ha, and kha. Okay, so now let's say we were to change these into kasras. So let's say we had kasras on these words. Right? How would you pronounce them? Okay, we'll get rid of these. So kasra under each one of them. So this first one we pronounced as j. J. Okay, so, and the second one, he. He. Like, well, that's high, but he, you can imagine. And this one, he. He. You have to give it that deep throat kind of sound, like you're clearing your throat. He. He. Okay, and let's remove that. Okay, so what if you had on those letters the third symbol, which is a dhamma. So let's say you had dhamma. How would you pronounce this? You'd say ju. Ju. Hu. Hollow. Hu. And khu. 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 So juh, hu, and khu. Okay, juh, hu, and khu. So can you remember all those? So the first one with the fatha was ja, ha, and kha. With the kasra it's ji, hi, and khi. And with the dhamma it's ju, hu, and khu. Okay, let's have a go now at putting these letters together. So let's say we had a combination. So let's say we have plus, okay, I'll put the dots in a second. So let's say we had you add some vowels onto this. So one there, and one there. So how would you pronounce this? You would say kha, ji, kha. Kha, ji, kha. Kha, ji, kha. Okay, let's remove those. Let's change them. Okay, let's say we put okay, how would you pronounce that? Khu ja kha. Khu ja kha. Okay, so you've got the idea of putting them together. Now let's combine these with the previous ones. So if you remember this, let's remove all of this then. Just remove all of today's lesson. And let's combine with the previous lessons as well. So okay, let's say you had something like this. And let's make it into 4 this time. Okay, so you have okay, how would you pronounce this? Ba ju a ti. Ba ju a ti. Excellent. Okay, let's have another go then. Let's change the vowels on these. Okay, how would you pronounce it if it was something like this? Have a go at that. B ja u ta. B ja u ta. You write that down. B and ja and u and ta. B ja u ta. Okay, this is combining these letters together. So have a go at that. Give yourself a test yourself with different letters, and hopefully inshallah in the next clip we'll practice another set of letters. So just to recap, today we learned 3 letters. If it has a dot in the middle of the belly, it's like G, ja. If it has no dot, it's hollow, ha, ha. And if it has a dot on top, it's like kha, kha. Allah khair, guys. If you have any suggestions, any questions, any comments, please leave them below and subscribe to the channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.